Hello, everybody. It's Spencer from Veritas Villages, and I'm here at Veritas Village, Coronado, and I wanted to give a quick update on the battery and inverter systems we're using here at Veritas Village, Coronado. Um, this will be a standardized system for many of our home models. The only difference would be on our smallest home models, this is significant overkill. However, we will be using the same inverters on all home models and just a different array of batteries on different home models. So all of the mid-size and larger homes will have a minimum this capacity here. So what we're seeing here is two LiFePO₄ batteries, otherwise known as lithium iron phosphate batteries. That's the chemistry that makes up this particular style of battery. They are the most stable battery chemistry right now of all the lithium batteries, and they're remarkably stable. They're extremely safe. They don't light on fire. They don't explode. All that early day stuff that you saw on the news likely of lithium batteries lighting on fire in phones and cars and things like that. That's cobalt battery chemistry, different styles of lithium chemistry. These not only are a very stable chemistry themselves that have the thermal runoff on them is non-volatile, but on top of that, they also have a very smart BMS systems, which stands for battery management systems. Within them, each of them have their own battery management system that prevents any overcharging that could cause any sort of damage to the battery. On top of that, you have protections in the inverter itself and the MPPT charge controllers. So very high quality charge controllers that make sure that they're not overcharging these batteries. So there's multiple layers of safety built into these systems. And even if all layers failed, which is remarkably unlikely, these are not a dangerous chemical makeup. They don't light on fire or explode. They would, in catastrophic failure, gas off. They would gas off, but it's not something you want to hang out in. But they only do that in catastrophic failures, and it's quite obvious when that does happen. It's not something that happens subtly and quietly, and it's something that is really not an issue either way, because unlike what you're seeing here, I'm currently in the Welcome Center. We have it inside because we do tons of testing here. Different systems, rain or shine, we're constantly changing things out. However, in our homes, as a standard, we always do isolated solar closets that all this equipment goes into, and it's accessed through ventilated doors to the outside, not into the home. You have a concrete, essentially bunker of the walls of the home between you and these batteries. So even though they are remarkably safe, we also still don't connect them to the inside of the home in any way that could possibly be dangerous within the home. So multiple layers of safety and backup there. However, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the specifics of these batteries. We're having these batteries built for our communities, specifically for Veritas Villages. We're using A-grade cells in the batteries, high quality battery management systems, and extremely high capacity batteries. These are over 30 kilowatt hours per battery. So this system is over 60 kilowatt hours of storage. This is a standard in many of our home models. Only the smallest home models this is extreme overkill for. So it may not be a standard in those. However, you'll expect to see this in the strong majority of home models. And this is a very large battery capacity alongside the EG4 12,000 XP unit. These units are very reliable and very capable off-grid inverter systems. They are they're the brain of the whole system. They control the solar input, the output load to the home. They are currently running air conditioners in this entire welcome center, and they're fantastic units. They're one of the most reliable units out there for off-grid application. On top of that, they have auto start and stop for generators. If you were to want to tie a generator into the system, it's likely unnecessary. However, I'm never opposed to people adding extra layers of redundancy and self-sufficiency in case things were to happen. So these systems are very good for generators as well. They can auto start and stop the generator as needed. If there's ever a freak scenario where there's 7 days straight of no sun in Panama, which is very rare, even in the rain season. It's currently the rain season and the sun is shining through the window here. So it's very unlikely that you would need a generator, but in the off case that you want to add that extra layer in there, these are capable of auto starting and stopping and communicating with the battery system and all of the systems to make sure that it's really plug and play and you don't really have to do much. You can also get a dual fuel generator that runs off the same fuel as the stoves and the instant heaters for the water and stuff. So you only have one fuel source then to have to worry about for your entire home. So that's extremely practical as well. These units have massive surge capacities. We're going to put the specs on the screen here beside me right now, rather than me listing off all the specs. But for those who want to know them, you can pause the video and check out those specs. Very, very capable inverters and capable of being paralleled together, multiple inverters. So we use this example all the time, but if you happen to be a welder, you could probably run your business actually off of one of them, but depending on which welders you're using and everything, you can parallel these units together and just multiply their capabilities even further. So very smart inverters. They communicate with each other if you do parallel them, and they communicate well with the batteries as well. So yeah, I just wanted to go over these systems. This is standard as well as large solar arrays to match with these systems and to make sure the homes run very efficiently and very practically and reliably off grid in our communities. So not very common as a standard feature to have a full solar system in your home. It's particularly a full off-grid system because, it's one thing to do a grid-tied system where it's supplementing the power from the grid. It's a whole other thing to be completely off-grid with your solar system. And these systems are very capable of doing so, and they're very significant. So just wanted to give you guys a quick look at that. May have not been so quick, but just for all the fellow nerds out there that care about those stats and all those interesting facts about these systems, you can kind of have an idea of what's going into the homes now.